words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says to persevere in turning towards the light is what is most demanded. The light is nearer to us than we think, and at any time its hour may come. With always our love and blessings, says our Lord Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo's Savitri, Book 1, The Book of Beginnings, Canto 5, The Yoga of the Spirit's Freedom and Greatness, page 86, last line. A will, a hope immense now seized his heart, and to discern the superhuman's form, he raised his eyes to unseen spiritual heights, aspiring to bring down a greater world. The glory he had glimpsed must be his home. A brighter, heavenlier sun must soon illume this dusk room with its dark internal stare. The infant soul in its small nursery school, mid objects meant for a lesson hardly learned, outgrow its early grammar of intellect and its imitation of earth nature's art, its earthly dialectic to God language change in living symbols, study reality, and learn the logic of the infinite. The ideal must be nature's common truth, the body illumined with the indwelling God, the heart and mind feel one with all that is. A conscious soul live in a conscious world. As through a mist, a sovereign peak is seen, the greatness of the eternal Spirit appeared, exiled in a fragmented universe amid half semblances of divine things. These now could serve no more his regal turn. The immortal sprite refused the doom to live, a miser of the scanty bargain made between our littleness and bounded hopes and the compassionate infinitudes. His height repelled the lowness of earth's state, a wideness discontented with its frame, resiled from poor ascent to nature's terms. The harsh contract spurned, and the diminished lease. Only beginnings are accomplished here. Our base matter seems alone complete, an absolute machine without a soul. Or all seems a misfit of half ideas, or we saddle with the vice of earthly form, a hurried, imperfect glimpse of heavenly things, guesses and travesties of celestial times.
Namaste Harshe Shotishe Namaste Astu Achirishe Anyamaste Asmat Tapantu Hitaya Pavaku अस्मभ्यं शिवो भव अस्मभ्यं शिवो भव.
Words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo and our Divine Mother, taken from the compilations of the works of our Lord and our Divine Mother book. Guidance on Education. Topic: The Aim. The prayer given by our Divine Mother for the students. Students' prayer on 6th Jan 1952. Our Divine Mother says, "Make of us the hero warriors we aspire to become. May we fight successfully the great battle of the future that is to be born against the past that seeks to endure, so that the new things may manifest and we may be ready to receive them." The aim of education, says our Divine Mother, is not to prepare a man to succeed in life and society, but to increase his perfectibility to its utmost. Question, sweet mother, why are no diplomas and certificates given to the students of the Center of Education in Sri Aurobindo Ashram? For this, our Divine Mother says, for the last 100 years or so, mankind has been suffering from a disease which seems to be spreading more and more and has reached a climax in our times. It is what we may call utilitarianism. People and things, circumstances and activities seem to be viewed and appreciated exclusively from this angle. Nothing has any value unless it is useful. Certainly, something that is useful is better than something that is not. But first, we must agree on what we desire as useful. Useful to whom, to what, and for what. For more and more, the races who consider themselves civilized describe as useful whatever can attract, procure, or produce money. Everything is judged and evaluated from a monetary angle. That is what I call utilitarianism. And this disease is highly contagious, for even children are not immune to it. At any age, when they should be dreaming of beauty, greatness, and perfection, dreams that may be too sublime for ordinary common sense, but which are nevertheless far superior to this dull, good sense, children now dream of money and worry about it and worry about how to earn it. So when they think of their studies, they think above all about what can be useful to them, so that later on when they grow up, they can earn a lot of money. And the thing that becomes most important for them is to prepare themselves to pass examinations with success, for with diplomas, certificates, and titles, they will be able to find good positions and earn a lot of money. For them, study has no purpose, no other interest. To learn for the sake of knowledge, to study in order to know the secrets of nature and life, to educate oneself in order to grow in consciousness and to discipline oneself in order to become master of oneself, to overcome one's weaknesses, incapacities, and ignorance, to prepare oneself to advance in life towards a goal that is nobler and vaster, more generous and more true, they hardly give it a thought and consider it all very utopian. The only thing that matters is to be practical, to prepare themselves and learn how to earn money. Children, says our Divine Mother, who are infected with this disease of money are out of place at the center of education of the ashram. And it is to make this quite clear to them that we do not prepare them for any official examination or competition and do not give them any diplomas or titles which they can use in the outside world. We want here only those who aspire for a higher, a better life, who thirst for knowledge and perfection, who look forward eagerly to a future that will be more totally true. There is a plenty of room in the world for all the others. Question: what is the real purpose, the aim of our education center? Is it to teach Sri Aurobindo's works and these only, and all or some of these? Or is it to prepare students to reach Sri Aurobindo works and the mothers? Is it to prepare them for the ashram life or also for the outside occupation? There are so many opinions floating around, and even those older people whom we expect to know make so many different statements that one does not know what to believe and act by. Then, on what basis can we work without any real sure knowledge? I pray, sweet mother, give us your guidance, says the child. For this, our Divine Mother says, it is not a question of preparing to read these works or other works. It is a question of pulling all those who are capable to do so out of the general human routine of thought, feeling, and action. It is to give all opportunities to those who are here to cast off from them the slavery to the human way of thinking and doing. It is to teach all those who want to listen that there is another and truer way of life, that Sri Aurobindo has taught us how to live and become a true being, that the aim of education here is to prepare the children and make them fit for that life. For all the rest, the human ways of thinking and living, the world is vast and there is place out there for everybody. It is not a number that we want, it is a selection. It is not brilliant students that we want, it is living souls. Our Divine Mother says, we are not here only a little better what others do. We are here to do what the others cannot do because they do not have the idea that it can be done. We are here to open the way of the future to children who belong to the future. Anything else is not worth the trouble and not worthy of Sri Aurobindo's help. It should be known, and we should not hesitate to say openly, that the purpose of our school is to discover and encourage those in whom the need for progress has conscious enough to orient their life. The best students, says our Divine Mother, are those who want to know, not those who want to show off. The whole question is to know whether the students go to school to increase their knowledge and to learn what is needed to know how to live well, or whether they go to school to pretend and to have good marks which they can boast about. Before the eternal consciousness, one drop of sincerity has more value than an ocean of pretense and hypocrisy. Our Divine Mother says school is just a preparation to make the students capable of thinking, studying, progressing, and becoming intelligent. If they can, all that must be done during the entire life and not just only in the school. Question: Sweet Mother, what should be the guiding principles of the new ideal of education? Our Divine Mother says, truth, harmony, liberty. For the youth, our Divine Mother says, my dear little ones, you are the hope, you are the future. Keep always this youth, which is the faculty to progress. For you, the phrase, it is impossible, will have no meaning. Our Divine Mother says, of one thing you can be sure, Your future is in your hands. You will become the man you want to be, and the higher your ideal and your aspiration, the higher will be your realization. But you must keep a firm resolution and never forget your true aim in life. To be young is to live in the future. To be young is to be always ready to give up what we are in order to become what we must be. To be young is never to accept the irreparable. Sincerity, humility, perseverance, and an insatiable thirst for progress are essential for a happy and fruitful life. Above all, one must be convinced that the possibility of progress is unlimited. Progress is youth, one can be young at 100. If the growth of consciousness were considered as the principal goal of life, many difficulties find their solution. The best way to avoid growing old is to make progress the goal of your life. To learn constantly, not just intellectually but psychologically, to progress in regard to character, to cultivate our qualities and correct our defects, so that everything may be an opportunity to cure ourselves of ignorance, incapacity, then life becomes tremendously interesting and worth living. The child does not worry about his growth, he simply grows. There is a great power in the simple confidence of a child. Says Divine Mother.